In the North Bay, new rules are coming for anyone riding electric bikes, especially teenagers.
They're everywhere and they're growing in popularity, but are the rules and regulations keeping up? We're talking about those e-bikes.
From 2019 to 2022, we saw a 110% increase in all bike accidents that involve 10 to 15-year-olds.
I am frankly most concerned about brains and head trauma.
A man recently hit and killed by an e-bike in Marin County has sparked now a conversation about safety.
If we don't take this seriously, we're going to have blood on our hands.
In Marin, our research has shown that e-bike riders have a significantly greater risk of death.
My name is Mary Sackett, and I'm Marin County Supervisor representing District 1, which is San Rafael. We were seeing a really significant spike in e-bike injuries during the pandemic. We just saw more people were trying to get out, where people couldn't go to the gym.
In the first 6 months of collecting the data of bikes versus e-bikes, we saw that immediately there was a higher accident rate for youth with e-bikes. We do know the vast majority involve Class 2 throttle e-bikes. My name is Talia Smith, and I work for the County of Marin in the Office of the County Executive, and I do legislative and intergovernmental affairs.
We had a couple of really significant brain injury cases within the county that you couldn't forget. To see a young person who has had a traumatic brain injury and the stories that their parents and their surgeons talk about, to me was really important that we step up and do something in that situation. What we were hearing from the emergency room physicians is the accidents that were coming into the ER looked more like a motorcycle accident than they did a bike accident.
A young rider on a bike that is modified to go 40 or 50 miles an hour, that is a really dangerous situation.
When you're seeing internal chest trauma and traumatic brain injuries, to me, that's the distinction that we were really trying to solve for.
My name's John Mott. I'm a general surgeon. I provide trauma surgery services at Marin Health Medical Center. It's interesting to me looking back, I'd actually never heard of an e-bike before. I remember the first patient that I cared for was an older gentleman who couldn't control the bike very well. He suffered very severe injury to his chest and ultimately did not survive. It was difficult to fully persuade policymakers to take action. It really was Miss Stafford, a San Rafael High School student. She, on a Saturday night, was unhelmeted, and she was thrown as the passenger on a Class 2 e-bike, sustaining a very serious head injury, requiring multiple operations to save her life. I'm really grateful that she's doing well, she's in school. When the public comes to understand that youth and their future is in jeopardy, they're more willing to take action. The pattern of e-bike injury more closely resembles that we saw after motorcycle accidents, specifically in a greater likelihood of sustaining a pelvic fracture. That requires very severe force. The most important finding was the dramatically increased rate of death.